Today there are interesting updates from the direction of Pokrovsk. Here, Ukrainian special forces launched a precise clearing operation to open the door for more future assaults against the Russians in the Kotlyne industrial zone, blowing up heavy concrete fortifications in doing so. Ukrainian operators cleared an important tree line, critically endangering Russian supply lines, while also setting the stage for future attacks. The battle for Kotlyne remains a critical front in Ukraine's goal to disrupt Russian advances towards Pokrovsk. Ukrainian forces are pushing to finish what they started, retaking the settlement and securing the industrial complex that dominates the area, which will deny the Russians a critical stronghold that could be used for further offensives toward Pokrovsk. The industrial zone offers high ground and fortified positions, which, if Ukraine secures, can serve as a stronghold, helping to blunt the Russian western pincer maneuver aimed at encircling Pokrovsk. Additionally, taking back control of Kotlyne would re-establish direct ground lines of communication between the Pokrovsk and Udachne, allowing Ukrainians to form a united front against the Russian western pincer. The last Ukrainian operation to take Kotlyne's industrial complex was a hard-fought battle. Ukrainian troops successfully stormed several buildings and held them for 2 days, but an uncontrolled fire forced their withdrawal. In the aftermath, Russian forces rushed reinforcements to the area, set up new firing positions in the surrounding tree lines, and dug in, aiming to block similar Ukrainian operations in the future. These new defensive measures complicate any direct assault, meaning Ukrainian forces must first clear the outer defensive zone in the tree line before attempting another major push. The Ukrainian assault force faced a tougher challenge this time. Russian troops were more prepared to face another Ukrainian assault. Russians had established positions in the tree lines, aiming to ambush and destroy Ukrainian units before they could even reach the industrial zone, aiming to cause heavy casualties to any head-on assault on the industrial zone. Despite these challenges, Ukrainian forces still had an edge, as Russian positions, while reinforced, were built in haste, and many were rudimentary defensive positions meant more to delay or ambush the Ukrainians rather than defend against a coordinated assault. To combat this, instead of launching a full-scale frontal assault, Ukrainians opted for another special forces infiltration to eliminate Russian troops in the tree line and open the door for larger follow-up attacks by conventional forces. Geolocated footage from the operation shows highly trained Ukrainian operators moving stealthily through the forested area leading to the industrial zone. Advancing silently, they had their weapons equipped with suppressors to quietly eliminate the enemy positions one by one and avoid alerting the others. Moving through the dense tree line, a drone with thermal cameras flew at a high altitude to avoid alarming the Russians, while providing real-time intelligence to the Ukrainian operators on the ground. At first, the Ukrainians encountered 2 Russians hiding in shallow dugouts with camouflage nets to ensure they were well hidden from the drones in the air. However, this did not help against the swift and aggressive Ukrainian advance, and the Russians were swiftly neutralized. Then they encountered a hidden Russian bunker, improvised from an old concrete water well. Instead of risking a dangerous breach or a prolonged firefight, the Ukrainians dropped a 15-kilogram explosive satchel charge inside, collapsing the roof of the structure and obliterating the Russian soldiers trapped inside. In total, 6 Russian soldiers were eliminated in these positions before they could alert others. Overall, with the Russian defensive positions in the tree line cleared, Ukrainian forces have secured a crucial pathway for further operations against the industrial zone. This successful raid weakens the Russian grip on Kotlyne and creates opportunities for larger, more decisive attacks in the coming days. The fight here is far from over. However, this operation has struck another blow against the Russian western pincer near Pokrovsk, moving the battle ever closer to a Ukrainian victory. Ukraine's forces are now one step closer to fully reclaiming Kotlyne, which could change the entire dynamic of the battle for Pokrovsk, as Ukrainians would have a much stronger position to repel any Russian attacks. If you are against the invasion of Ukraine and you want to support the work that I am doing, consider subscribing to our own independent news website. Here you can find our exclusive strategic insights, comprehensive overviews of all fronts, and regular tactical analysis videos. By subscribing, you will not only show your support for this channel, but also help and defend independent journalism. The link to our website is in the description. Thank you for watching this report, and I appreciate everyone who stepped up to join us.